If there's one thing I love about weekends in St. Paul, it's the mix of culture, flavor, and quiet discovery. The city's unofficial motto is Keep St. Paul Boring, which to me just means it values authenticity over hype. It's more about soul than spectacle, especially compared to the buzz of Minneapolis. Today, I'm stopping by a Black-owned cafe in the Rondo neighborhood, checking out the vibrant Hmongtown Marketplace in Frogtown, grabbing dessert from a Hmong-owned shop in Lowertown, and wrapping up the day with a few errands. Nothing fancy, just catching a vibe and looking for a little enchantment along the way. First up, I stopped by Flava Coffee and Café, a Black-owned spot in the historic Rondo neighborhood. Rondo was once the heart of St. Paul's Black community, full of culture, homes, and businesses, before it was devastated in the 1960s by the construction of Interstate 94. Over 500 families were displaced and a vibrant community was fractured. Today, there are efforts to rebuild and reconnect, and Flava is part of that. Founded by Shawnee Grigsby, the cafe is more than a place to grab a drink. It's a community hub empowering young women of color and gender-expansive youth with programs like Right Track, St. Paul's Youth Employment Initiative. They also source ingredients locally, supporting other small businesses, so visiting isn't just about grabbing a drink, it's a way to pour back into the community. And right away, the vibes were high. It was a slow morning, not too crowded, but the music was good and the sunlight poured through the windows, the kind of space you could easily spend hours in, chatting or just decompressing. The menu covers breakfast and lunch, burritos, bowls, sandwiches, pies, plus coffee, tea, and smoothies. Everything is named after iconic Black figures or works. I ordered the Electric Lady, basically their version of a caramel macchiato. My mom got the bluest eyes, a blueberry and mango smoothie, and my dad had the Nina Simone, an espresso with chocolate syrup and whipped cream. That one was the winner, and I say that as someone who liked mine. My dad's usually a total coffee snob. He asked before ordering if they used powdered chocolate or chocolate syrup, but even he couldn't stop talking about the coffee. Turns out we got lucky. Our drinks were made by a retired barista with 25 years of experience and a co-owner of Gold Time Coffee and Café on Selby Avenue. She explained that her daughter called her in to help that morning. Their family actually helped train Flava's owner, Shawnee, and now they support the cafe by mentoring baristas and helping staff when needed, continuing the legacy of creating space and opportunity for women of color in coffee. Good coffee, good stories, and plenty of parking, which is honestly a win in St. Paul, make this a spot I'll definitely return to next time I'm in the neighborhood. Coffee in hand, we drifted deeper into Frogtown. Flava's right on the edge of the neighborhood, but now we were headed straight into the heart of it to explore the energy of Hmongtown Marketplace, us and what felt like everyone else in St. Paul. It was a completely different vibe from the last time I visited in the dead of winter. This time, with warm weather and the outdoor marketplace open, the whole space felt alive, almost like a farmer's market. Hmongtown has both indoor and outdoor space, and in the summer it hosts over 300 vendors. By 11 a.m., the entire place was buzzing. It took us nearly 30 minutes to find parking, 30 minutes of inching forward and people watching. We saw people walk by with flats of plant starts, bags of produce, and plastic cups filled with pastel-colored bubble tea. At one point, my dad joked that my mom and I could probably finish exploring the marketplace before he found a spot. And right then, miraculously, one opened up. Hmongtown Marketplace was founded by Toa Xiong and first opened in 2004, transforming what was once a lumber yard into a vibrant commercial and cultural hub. It's not just a market, it's a gathering space for the Hmong community in the Twin Cities, which is the largest urban Hmong population in the U.S. The market reflects that, with rows of produce stalls, handmade goods, herbal medicines, street food, textiles, CDs, jewelry, and more. It's part farmers market, part flea market, part cultural touchpoint. But just as much as it serves the Hmong community, all are welcome and encouraged to visit. We headed to the outdoor market first. They had so many plant starts, it was like walking through a lush garden. They had many expected plants, as well as what we might consider more specialized plants, like loofah gourds, oboe squash, and bitter melons. Away from the hustle and bustle, we were excited to see they were selling live chickens for $8. I'll admit, I wasn't sure if the chickens were meant for dinner, egg laying, or both, kind of a choose-your-own-adventure situation. Either way, it's not something you see at your typical farmer's market, and the prices were surprisingly good. After getting a lay of the land outside, we headed inside to see what was on offer. Vendors were selling produce like cabbage, bok choy, spinach, onions, ginger, and plenty more. See, I think this grows in our yard. It's like a mustard, and I'm pretty sure... Brown squash. That's lychee, I think. And those are kumquats, I think. Those mushrooms look good. Yeah, yeah. This is also for planting, it says. says this is also for planting. It was a bit of a madhouse near the entrance, but once we got further in, things calmed down. We wound our way through the alley-like halls of the marketplace, passing stalls with fabric, medicinal herbs, cooking utensils, cultural clothing, and more. We could easily spend a while exploring, though we did notice a few vendors selling similar items. Oh really? They're hand carved?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts was seeing all the. They did have this stuff when I came last time.
But the hand carved knife sheaths. Wow. And the hand carved handles and stuff.
My dad found some cool hand carved knives, and we admired the rice baskets and traditional hats. It was seriously tempting to buy one of those oversized metal spoons, but we showed some restraint. So we could come back maybe after. After that, we crossed the outdoor area to check out the second building. This one had several food vendors offering pho, catfish, pork belly, beef intestines, egg rolls, and boba tea, just to name a few things. The last time I came here, they had a bunch of stewing bones and meat cuts for making stock, all at really good prices, but I didn't see them this time, which was a bit disappointing. Yeah. After we'd made our way through the second building, which had a lot of overlap with the first, we circled back to grab some sprouted ginger we'd spotted earlier. My mom wanted to try planting it in the garden. Sorry.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, she wants that one.
The $10 one? Okay.
Those kind of bowls are always helpful. On the way out, we got pulled into a large stall selling all kinds of things: socks, hats, t-shirts, kitchen tools. We ended up grabbing a large metal bowl. I think it was about $10. These are great for working with greens or prepping meat. Just before we left, we noticed one more building, a small grocery store tucked in the corner. We popped in for a quick look around, but by then we were hungry and ready to finally try some brioche donuts from So Yen. Liking the vibe so far? Hit that thumbs up. It lets me know and helps others discover the video too. So Yen was actually a bit of a trek from Hmongtown. Located in the historic Lowertown neighborhood, it was about an 11-minute drive. Unfortunately, both the St. Paul Farmers Market, which was winding down, and a St. Paul Saints baseball game were happening nearby, so parking turned into another challenge. We circled the blocks several times, which did at least give us a nice view of Lowertown's historic architecture. Lowertown was the first port of access to the Twin Cities on the Mississippi River. Between 1880 and 1920, it was a hub of warehouses, railroads, banks, and distribution centers serving the upper Midwest. Many of the buildings from that era still stand today, designed by renowned architects like Cass Gilbert and Clarence H. Johnston. After circling 4 or 5 times and trying to figure out which building So Yen was actually in, we finally found a parking spot. Yeah, I think it's in this Lofts building or whatever. The entrance can be easy to miss. It's a nondescript building with no visible signage outside, which, as I later saw in reviews, seems to be a common experience. I see it. Up a beautiful marble staircase and past an art gallery, we finally found So Yen. Only they were out of donuts. Hello.
Yes, we are, but we are out of all of our donuts today.
The shop is only open Friday through Sunday, and it started as a hobby for Yen Fang, the owner. Things took off when she introduced her brioche donuts through a food truck in 2023. Now they sell out fast. The person working there told us they usually sell out around 11 a.m., which was ironically about the time when we were still trying to find parking at Hmongtown. He also mentioned that Fridays are slower, so if you're on a mission for donuts, that might be your best bet.
What are your cakes down here?
So the very top is our burnt cheesecake. The very bottom is our mango crab cake.
Okay, and what's the one on the other side?
That one, you know that cake flavor right there? For flavor.
That is the lemon marshmallow, I think, right?
That's what I thought. I thought that looked like right. Get the cheesecake?
What do you think?
Yeah. Cheesecake. We just split one.
Yeah. So I guess we could do the cheesecake?
Just one?
Yeah.
Any up?
We made do with a slice of Japanese cheesecake, which, it turns out, was one of Yen's first desserts. She got her start making them for friends and family before launching her food truck and eventually opening this spot in Lowertown. The cheesecake was $9, which I only noticed as we were checking out. And yeah, that felt a bit steep for one slice, but after tasting it, I'd say it was worth it.
You're not getting this.
Oh wow, it's really good. We split it 3 ways and devoured it quickly. The center was silky and smooth, almost custard-like, while the edges had a light, cake-like texture. Before heading to Trader Joe's for some groceries, we popped into the art gallery and spent a few minutes admiring some fun work by local artists. There was a beautiful series of photographs taken around Lowertown, the same neighborhood we had just driven through. The photographer was also manning the art gallery that day, which was a cool surprise. After that, it was off to Trader Joe's, which was absolute chaos. It was Mother's Day weekend, so a lot of people were picking up flowers, including us.
Maybe a little cactus or something.
Oh, the cactus won't die. Yeah, it's a lavender tree.
So that's why I think
I was telling Mom she should get one for herself because that's
in the
awesome.
greenhouse.
Yeah,
It'll smell up the whole greenhouse and be wonderful.
yeah. It's pretty though. Dish garden. Got a nice leather thing.
I don't think she'd appreciate that.
No. A bouquet is like, it's not going to last anyway versus a plant.
Yeah.
So you don't feel bad about when the bouquet dies. So we do have tulips. You also like tulips. And gardenia.
Everything for me.
Yeah. These tulips are really pretty though.
It's interesting.
They have these two like... We grabbed a bouquet for my grandma and picked up a few groceries. Yes, there are more flowers in there too. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Trader Joe's is one of those places where everyone seems to have their go-to favorites. For me, it's the ube cookies and the flavored yogurt. This time I spotted a lemon cream version and had to try it. Honestly, I think it's just the lemon yogurt from the assorted pack, repackaged to look fancy, but still good. I'd love to know what are your Trader Joe must-grabs. Let me know in the comments. After escaping the Mother's Day crowd, we swung by Burger King, picked up some lunch, and spent the afternoon with my grandma. We took pictures, shared a meal, and just soaked in the beauty of the day. After a long winter, it felt good to be outside again, to notice trees blooming, sunlight warming our skin, and time moving just a little bit slower.
Which I don't even remember how
It wasn't a perfect day or a big adventure, just one of those full, good days filled with flavor, art, community, a little sunshine, and a lot of vibes. And sometimes that's more than enough. Thanks so much for spending the day with me. If you want more cozy little adventures like this, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you along. And remember, enchantment awaits. Life is just about finding it.